there, we are still on this hot topic, love and money. And today we'll be looking at the marriage context. Okay. Yeah, so love and money within marriage. And I have a question that was asked. You know, there's this lady who is doing so well. She's CEO at this company. She's a stiletto wearing, power suit wearing, you know, Cayenne driving woman who is a go-getter, doesn't care too much about having so many kids, but, you know, wants to rise this corporate ladder. And she's married to a guy who is not that ambitious where career is concerned, but he's a loving man. He is a good supportive husband who is a clerk where he works and doing relatively okay, but she's frustrated because she's not able to bring him along on her cocktail events, you know, that she has. And she's kind of at the point of wondering, I mean, I know he's a good man, but really what is he bringing to the table? So the question here is, how can you be married as a woman? This question I get a lot. Who is doing significantly better than the man, make your man still feel like the king of the home? Yeah.
Good. I think that's a very important question, Rina, and thank you for asking it. And as I think about that scenario, what I ask is, where did you connect with this person? What were your thoughts? Which journey did you want to walk? Did you clarify in your mind what it is that you needed from this person? Because relationships are really not so much about what the other person brings on the table. Relationships are a connection that is body, mind, and soul, that you walk a journey of life together the minute that you say, I do. It is so true that today there are those stiletto, you're calling them stiletto women, who are at the top of their corporate ladder, and they have men that have not been able to rise to their levels. Now, question is, where did the rain start beating? Did you marry someone who was down there, or is it that you have climbed the ladder and left him? So I would want to say that you have to lift your lover, man or woman, along the path of life. So you cannot afford to just grow on your own. And the truth is, we grow on a daily basis, weekly, monthly. If you're the same as you were 6 months ago, something is wrong. If you are exactly the way you were 2 years ago, something is significantly wrong. And so we grow. And if you grow and you do not grow alongside with your lover, with your partner, then there's going to be a challenge right there. Money is a currency. It's floating. It floats. Today you have it, tomorrow it's in the hands of somebody else. And so it is the value, your value, that will determine what your attitude towards the money in terms of the family. One of the things that I know is that when you do get married, it's important to consider that money should be something you need to talk about. And you really need to have your money, his money, and our money, so that you have at least a level of freedom to be able to do what you need to do. And that way, the conflict will be less. Now, you'll say, I'm the one who has contributed 90% of this, and now when we buy a car, a property, he puts his name and I'm not in it. That is one of the greatest fights. So it's good to agree how you will buy your property. Will you use both your names? Will you use a company name? Will you use his name? Will you use your name for some of the companies or properties or whatever? Money is a topic that has to be discussed. And so when you discuss it, you have a level of agreement as the way that you're going to go forward. The fact that you're earning more money than your husband, your partner, your lover, is inconsequential. What is important is what's the potential with that person that you're walking this journey with. Do not look down on someone who's not making the money today, because tomorrow they are the ones that are going to be making the big bucks, and you will be wanting them to share the big bucks with you. If you are not generous today, when you have the money, who's going to be generous when you need it tomorrow? And that's really what happens. Usually, women run very fast and they make the money very quickly. But the men are slower at the pace.
Okay.
But Rina, when they start getting the money, they have big money.
Okay.
And then they come to me and they say, you know, my husband is so mean. He never gives me any money. So tell me about that. Let's talk about it. When we explore, it always comes out that when you had your money,
Okay.
it was my money.
Yeah.
I keep my money. We spend your money. So why do you want my money now? So it's all about background.
Yeah.
It's about where you're coming from. And what I would simply say to our young professionals, congratulations for having that wonderful job. But let me tell you, it is marvelous to have money. But when money belongs to me, myself, and I, it's not exciting. It's better when it is shared. Find a platform to discuss money with your lover, with your husband, and it will all come together. Somebody said that there is no romance without finance. I think there can actually not be romance where finance is not discussed and clearly articulated in the manner in which we dispense it.
Very interesting. So don't grow alone. Don't get those PhDs and all those degrees while your husband only has an undergrad. You know, you need to grow together, or vice versa. You need to grow together as a couple and grow in intellectual intimacy with one another. I think that's great stuff. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's been an amazing couple of days. We have had an awesome time discussing love and money. Please continue to ask your questions. I will have her back for sure. And I'm sure we'll have this conversation even more. So please stay tuned and ask me questions if you have any. This is Rina Hicks, and you are on MoneyWise, where we create, grow, and preserve wealth.